So, did the MOASS start today with the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine war? We had a really solid green day, almost 13%. We're down a little bit in after hours. And I think there is a coincidence, but not like what you think. So let's talk about it. Now, me being me, the classic contrarian, of course, I'm going to disagree with some people on this because I'm seeing some excitement around this green day and maybe it's coming. Maybe the calls are going to be right. I don't think it's the case. The coincidence that we're seeing today is I think that our side, our camp, has been putting some buying pressure on the stock today because there are a lot of people that believe this war is going to potentially trigger the MOASS. So it gives them a little bit of confidence buying into the stock. Now, I am critical of Lou. I know I have been accused of that, and for good reason, even though I am respectful. But on this one thing, I do agree with him. I don't think the MOASS is starting, for the record, just so you don't think this is clickbait from the title. I don't think the MOASS started today at all, but I do think that this war could potentially trigger the MOASS. And in fact, I'm going to talk about it in a completely separate video. If it's up on the channel, I'll put it right here. I think it could potentially trigger the MOASS, but I absolutely don't think it started today. Like I said before, what I think today was just buying pressure from our side, being excited that, hey, you know what? If this could trigger the MOASS, now I'm confident to start buying. The trading session was pretty average. There wasn't any crazy volume. It was just slightly above at 50, I think it was 53 million shares traded today, just slightly above the daily average. But again, no crazy volume, and the data will yet to see. We'll have to wait for it to come out. If any shorts covered today, if there was any shorts covering today, I think it was a very, very tiny amount, not nearly enough to trigger a gamma squeeze, let alone the MOASS. So that's where I stand on that. And I'm gonna part with just this because now this is not directed at anybody directly. If you are watching this and you think I'm talking to you or about you because of a post or a video you made, it is not that at all. I'm just gonna make a blanket statement. It's okay to be excited for green days. It's okay. It's definitely okay to be excited for the MOASS when that happens. But let's keep this in mind. If this war does in fact trigger the MOASS, do not forget that there is a lot of innocent people, including children, who are going to die over there as a result. I'm not saying you can't be excited, but just don't forget at the cost. Everything has a cost in life. There's a price tag on everything, right? And the cost of this MOASS happening, for a war over there to happen, and lots of innocent people dying, just don't forget them. I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. Just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because excitement over this kind of reminds me of that scene in The Big Short when brownstone funds, you all remember it, when they're in Vegas and they're so jacked, so stoked because they closed all those tranches, and on the way out in the lobby, they're high-fiving, they're having a good time, and Brad Pitt, as serious as he's ever been, turns to them and says, guys, cut it the fuck out. You have any idea what we just did in there? We just bet on the entire U.S. economy. I'm not saying this play is betting on the U.S. economy. I'm not saying that, but in that movie, right? They bet on the U.S. economy. If they were right, millions and millions and millions of people are going to lose their homes and lose their jobs. And with I think it was every 1% rise in unemployment in America, like 100,000 people die as a suicide. So that's, I thought it was kind of fitting to just think, because again, everything has a cost, everything has a price tag. And this is sort of similar to that. If we're gonna high five and party about the MOASS, let's at least not forget, if this war is the thing that actually triggers it, the catalyst, let's not forget the innocent lives and souls that died over there, because freedom is never owned, guys. It's only rented, and let's be thankful that we live in a country here in America where we have freedom and we're not we're not waking up to bombs blowing up our neighbors' homes, okay? That's all we got. See you in the next video. Peace.